Other interesting political news: you have Jimmy Carter voted for Kamala Harris via the mail-in ballot, and they're rolling him out, and he's basically looks like he's not with us anymore. And this is quite, as you might say, cringe. I don't know who this is helping. Now this comes to us thanks to and wokeness. He says, "quote Breaking: Jimmy Carter has made his first full day of Georgia earlier voting. His family declared he will vote for Harris, which I'm again in terms of man. I mean, he was one of the worst presidents of all time in terms of just utterly inept, especially with the economy. But I am very happy that Jimmy Carter lived long enough to see that he was not the worst president in U.S. history. I am at least glad at that. Remember, 40-year hyperinflation, 11 million illegals past 43 months coming in here, rough economy. It's just awful. So I am glad Jimmy Carter lived to see that he was not the worst president of all time. But this is cringe. This got 24.5 million views, and they're wheeling him out. And again, it's just to make Democrats look good. And how awkward is this? So it looks like this guy's trying to get a picture of him. So Jimmy Carter's body, I don't know where his mind is, but he appears to be sleeping at a convention. How cringe is that? It looks like a guy is squatting next to the roller. It looks like a medical roller there. You actually put someone in to wheel him into an ambulance. And this gentleman is just squatting down to get a picture with him, apparently. And I mean, Jimmy Carter right here makes Joe Biden look like a spry human athlete, like an Olympian athlete in comparison. I mean, he looks like, I mean, by the time this video is rendered, uploaded, I hope it doesn't. But geez, maybe, it looks like he's about to pass away any second. There's another picture of him. Just sleeping awkwardly out in the middle of a field of people. Which, at what point is it elder abuse? Just feels like they're wheeling him out as a pawn to get more political points. And also, I don't know if it's I don't think it's going to be a good move on the political chessboard in terms of, is this going to win any votes in terms of, oh, Jimmy Carter voted for Kamala Harris? Now I'm going to vote for her too. Like, he's clearly not there. And I mean, of all the political activities we've seen a lot of political activities there in low, sub taste. I mean, this just seems poor taste. I mean, he's just not there, man. I got 24.5 million views and 67,000 likes. Well, the first comments coming from IO saying even for a partisan, this part is in bad taste, getting 9.4 thousand likes. And Wokeness replied saying his family wheeling him out like that and saying that was in bad taste, getting 20,000 likes. AKA says this is ridiculous, getting 1.8 thousand likes. Paul Zupa says he's still more competent than Harris, getting 4.5 thousand likes. Granted, that bar is pretty low. Arthur Eagleman says, quote, this should be criminal, getting 5.1 thousand likes. Planet of Memes, epic fail. They did not again respond in meme form, yet simply text. This alleged Planet of Memes says, quote, is he really casting a vote for Kamala Harris or got 20 likes? Or sorry, 200 likes? Cool Christian Engineer says, let the old man rest. Joe Biden has already replaced him as Joe Biden sitting on the beach getting 95 likes, which, I mean, he's the opposite of Anakin from Star Wars. I mean, Joe Biden loves the sand. He loves the beach. That'd be a fun statistic. How many days has Joe Biden spent at the beach? I got 95 likes. Not me saying that, but that picture of Joe Biden sitting at the beach. Oh, jeez. Clandestine says chocolate. It looks like a character from SpongeBob, getting 447 likes. John Farish did the same thing. And says, is that Jimmy Carter, the lady from SpongeBob who wanted to buy chocolate, getting 3.8 thousand likes. George says, doubt he knows who Kamala Harris is, getting 9.2 thousand likes. Irene Amalda says, poor Carter, the last image we'll have of him is near a corpse being dragged around by his family to vote for a lying, dumb, racist Marxist. Getting 6.3 thousand likes. I can't help but think how funny it would be if Carter was able to somehow wake up and be coherent and just say, kidding, I'm glad I lived long enough to see that I wasn't the worst president of all time from 2024. I mean, he would never do that, but that'd be an epic last thing to do. Just a giant middle finger to the establishment. Common Sense Custodian says, quote, every time I see this, I cannot believe they are disgracing a dying president like this, getting 6,000 likes. The right answer says this should be illegal. The guy barely alive and clearly can't cast his vote himself. His family sucks for putting him on display like this, getting 7.2 thousand likes. Let's see. One bad dude says he represents most Harris supporters, getting 1.4 thousand likes. Let's see here. Oxford said this is sad. Why are they treating Joe Biden like this? This is inhumane. It's a picture of Jimmy Carter and the gentleman. I mean, to me, that's almost, it's not, I guess it's not equally as bad as a family, but how in poor taste is it to be that random gentleman getting a picture with Carter who's clearly sleeping? I mean, first of all, why do you want a picture like that? It's not a good picture. I know he's a famous, politician, but geez Louise. I believe he also just recently turned 100. Here. Just a Girl says, this is atrocious. Imagine your family pushing you out in public on your deathbed. These people are sick and should be criminal, the voting part as well, getting 773 likes. Let's see. Florida 1 says it's shameful they politicized this man's death like this, getting 877 likes. Rage Libs says, isn't this voter fraud? He is hardly conscious and can't make a sound decision, getting 639 likes. Yeah. That being said, that would discount many votes in the US these days. Let's see. Any contrarian statements here? I mean, see, oh jeez, Jesse James, I don't think it's a celebrity, says more dead people voting, getting 113 likes. David Santa Clara says, I want proof of life, getting 172 likes. That's yeah. In terms of, oh yeah, never forget about Skeletor. Dianne Feinstein, yeah, I almost forgot about her. One of the most evil gun grabbers in history. Yeah, Democrats, they will wheel you out into your deathbed to hold on to that power. I mean, Dianne Feinstein, mentally, not just mentally vacuous, but morally vacuous, trying to disarm Americans while she has great security, of course. But towards the end of her life, she lost her power of attorney to, I believe, it was really weird. And it wasn't her daughter. I believe it was actually Pelosi's daughter, something like that. So Feinstein didn't have the capability to make her own life decisions, but she apparently was still cognitive enough, or she could still legally make decisions that affect hundreds of millions of Americans. That's ridiculous. She also came out of the D.C. a couple times, and reporters asked her, what do you think about this bill you voted on? And she literally said, I didn't vote on that. But she had just like 10 minutes prior to that. Yeah, that got 76 likes, that picture of Dianne Feinstein. So, it seems like overall, oh geez, a lot of old Hollywood clips of like Skeletors and, people are barely alive. So definitely not in good taste, and I don't see how this really gains any points on the political chessboard. Like, even my friends who are Democrat think this is pretty disgusting. And I don't, yeah, I mean, let me know in the comments. I mean, is this really gaining any political points? Is this getting people excited to vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz? I mean, how many people really respect Jimmy Carter from a political or intellectual point of view? I mean, he's a terrible president. I know people who admire him because of his humanitarian effort famously he volunteers for the House for Humanity, and he does a lot of good in that regard. And again, anyone who does volunteering, I appreciate that. It's a good thing. But, I mean, in terms of his political intellect or his ideas about the economy or politics, I mean, does anyone really respect him in that regard? Is this really going to help anyone out? I mean, if anything, it just looks like his family's evil for taking advantage of him. And to debate if it just doesn't seem like I don't think it's going to help. I think it's going to backfire. People are going to just keep roasting him and be like this, average Kamala Harris voter. And this is why you shouldn't have mail-in ballots and something to that effect. But let me know in the comments, because as always, I'd be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I really appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.